Hi everyone. So in the last video we have discussed about EC2, which is a virtual server. So today in this video we'll be discussing about AWS EBS, so which is also known as the hard disks, right? So watch the video till the end. So your entire preparation for the interview will be also covered in it.
Okay, so imagine you are running a hospital database on AWS. Patients record, appointment, critical data. Your EC2 instances suddenly crashes. Is everything gone? No, everything is not gone, right? Because EBS keeps your data safe separately like a hard disk that survives the crash. Today I'll explain you how. Now understand this thing. EBS stands for Elastic Block Store. Think of it as a USB hard drive in the cloud, except it's permanent, durable, and separate from your EC2 instances. Your EC2 is the computer, okay? Computer or laptop, whatever you can say. EBS is the hard drive you plug into it. If your EC2 crashes, if your laptop or computer crashes or is terminated, your EBS volume always survive. Your data is still there, right? So here is the analogy. I want you to forget EBS is like a pen drive. Your laptop EC2 can break, but the data on this particular pen drive, you still have your data. You plug in this particular data into a new laptop, right? Into a new laptop you plug in and your data is back. That's exactly what EBS does for your cloud workloads. Attached to a new EC2 A, detached from attached to EC2 to B, your file moves with it, correct? Now, if I tell you the 5 core features of EBS, understand this thing very carefully. The first, it is called persistent storage. Okay, so out here what happened, data survive even if this EC2 fails. This is very important. These 5 core features are very important. It generally are asked in the interview questions as well. First, persistent storage. Data survives with the EC2 if the EC2 instances is stopped or terminated, even though your data will survive. Second thing is like AZ log. What is this AZ log? It lives in the same availability zone, right? As per your EC2. Same city, same building. Suppose you are in Mumbai, it remains in the same availability zone. Third important, built-in redundancy. Means AWS automatically replicates your data with the AZ. Means one hardware failure can kill your data. Understood? Number 4, snapshot. What snapshot does, you can break up the entire volume to S3 anywhere. S3 is a storage we will be discussing in our next video. Okay. And last point number 5 is resizable scalability, which increase the size without restarting the instances in a zero time downtime. These are one of the also very important topic, EBS volume type, right? You should know what are the different types of EBS volume, because not all storage is equal. EBS give you 4 types of GP3. What GP3 does, it is used basically in the everyday workhorse. Most app, most DevOps uses this. Okay. IO2, when you run MySQL or PostgreSQL, right, at scale and need ultra fast predictability and read and write the speed. So this is what it has been used. ST1. Now what is ST1? If you have a massive log files or data pipeline where you need to throughput over speed, then this has been used. And lastly, SC1. Now SC1 is basically used, it is the cheap archive tier. For the example, for all 4, right, somewhere down the line from any section you can get the questions out here. Take this screenshot, this is very important, right? And people for real project 90% of the time they are using GP3, so you can prefer this. 90% of the time I've seen people, even in our advice solution, we use GP3. Okay. Now the next thing, snapshot. Now understand, EBS is locked to one availability zone. Point number 2, what we have studied out here in the core features. Now understand in the point 4, what exactly snapshot is. Snapshot means how do you copy your data to a different AZ or even a different country, right? Suppose you take a snapshot. Okay, first you create a snapshot, EBS volume data is backed. Second thing, you take a snapshot, it goes to S3, and from there you store it as a new EBS volume. Anywhere, means from Mumbai to Delhi, you can do it. Okay, if you want to do Mumbai to Singapore, you can do it. This is also how you do the disaster recovery and backups. Think of snapshot as your data teleporter. You can think as it. Okay, so let's understand in the real world use cases, right? Suppose you have your own setup, means startup. You run a MySQL database for your, let's understand e-com app. You want to give a competition to Amazon or Flipkart. Okay. So you attach two EBS volume to your EC2. One with GP3 for the operating system, whereas 50 GB cheap, one in IO2 for database. Okay, concept is clear. Out here it will be roughly around 500 GB with high IOPS. Okay, now your EC2 instances get terminated by mistake. What happened to your data? Don't worry, your data is completely safe in those EBS volumes. Okay, you sign up with a new EC2, reattach that particular volume. Your database is back in minutes, not hours. That's the power of separating compute from the storage. That is why EBS is also known as the pen drive or hard disk. So let's look into this. EBS equals to cloud hard disk, separate from EC2, survives crash. So points what we can note down from EBS is like block storage. It is separate from the EC2. It backup the snapshot. It does the recovery in terms of any termination or crash. It is easily scalable, right? We have already discussed this, and it gives the persistent results as well. Okay. And also GP3 has been used for most things, IoT for database as snapshot to move the data across zone or region. So next video we'll be making on S3. If you people have any questions or doubt, you can let us know in the comment section, or if you want us to make any video, we are here to help you for the same. Thank you.